And the reason why we are looking at the Interact Ahrefs dashboard right now is because if you look at our traffic, it is plus 35.8K over the last 6 months. Hi, my name is Josh. I'm the co-founder and CEO at Interact. Interact is an AI-powered quiz platform. We were not AI before. We started in 2014. We were the original quiz platform that was meant for generating leads and driving traffic. As you may know, quizzes have extremely high engagement. Think about the quizzes that you've probably taken online, whether it's on BuzzFeed or you've seen it on Facebook or online somewhere. These quizzes have a power to them that's unlike anything else. The reason being is that quizzes let you talk about yourself. Everybody loves to talk about themselves. Just think about every conversation that you have. How much do you talk about yourself? And how much do other people light up when you ask them questions about themselves? The other thing that people love about quizzes is getting to learn something about yourself. Even if what you're learning is what travel destination you should go to or what your personality type is, people love knowing that information, and it can apply to literally anything. You can learn your personality type as it applies to skincare or jewelry, and people love taking these quizzes. Now, what I want to show you today is something that we have recently discovered, and the reason why we are looking at the Interact Ahrefs dashboard right now is because if you look at our traffic, it is plus 35.8K over the last 6 months. You see huge spikes, and the value is $28,000 a month. We struggled to grow our organic traffic for years. If you rewind this back 2 years, 5 years, obviously there's a pandemic spike, but other than that, we were really, really low through 21, 22, and then just now 23, 24, we've started to really spike back up. Now, this time, it's not because of a pandemic. It's not because of a huge global shift. It's because of something that we know how to do and that is very predictable. And I'm going to show you exactly what we've been doing. What we've been doing has been using quizzes for SEO. What I mean by that, if I open up a new tab here, you could go to tryinteract.com/quizzes. We have a bunch of quizzes that we have created on our site. These pages get enormous amounts of traffic, and that is what is driving this huge change for us. You can do exactly the same thing. These pages are not complicated. They have a quiz title on them, a description, some instructions. Now, the reason why this is possible, though, is because you can now use AI to make the quizzes. And I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do that in real time. So let's jump right into this. I'm going to use Jessie on a journey. She's a customer of ours, already using some quizzes. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this URL. I'm going to go back to Ahrefs. I'm going to go to the dashboard, type in their domain, Jessie on a journey. Now, pretty solid traffic. But what I want to look at here is organic keywords. And I want to see what is driving the most traffic for her. So top page here, living in a hotel in NYC, uniquely New York, unique NYC. Okay, so a lot of New York City stuff. I thought that might be the case. She's very focused on New York. Now, I'm going to go to Keywords Explorer, and I'm going to look up New York quiz. I want to see what shows up. Bam. Ladies and gentlemen, they, thems. The reason why this is the biggest hack that exists in SEO today is because that is a zero. When is the last time you did keyword research and you saw a zero? Seriously, think about it. Search volume, 100. Traffic potential, 57K. There are so many keywords that probably relate to this that you could rank for if you made a New York City quiz. Now, New York quiz, I'm going to go down here and see what would actually make sense for Jessie on a journey. Where should I live in New York? That could work. Let's see all the questions that get asked. There's a terms match here as well. You don't need to pick the highest ranking term. New York Times quiz, right? You don't want to rank for that. That's the New York Times quiz. New York Times accent quiz, New York Times. There's a lot of New York Times quizzes. New York quiz, just in general, right, has traffic. I'm going to look for one that actually makes sense for Jesse on a journey. Should I move to New York? Doesn't really make sense. This is more about travel. This is more about visiting New York. Maybe we even go down here, New York travel quiz, see if anything shows up for that, or New York City quiz. New York City quiz. Okay, so we've got just a generic thing here. I'm going to go ahead and just take one of the pieces of content from Jesse on a Journey that has to do with New York. We've got New York State, New York City. So let's grab New York City. I already know that she has a great travel guide for New York. I have it open here in another tab because I thought this might be the case. I'm just going to go ahead and copy the content from this. Of course, we have her permission to do this. You can only do this with your own domain. You cannot go and copy other people's stuff. So what I did there is I grabbed her New York City guide, and I'm going to say, this is the Interact AI. I'm going to say, no, I don't have an idea. I'm going to copy and paste the text from that guide. So it's all in here. Next, and then I'm going to say, what does your business do? Travel block for New York City. I'm going to leave it pretty general. I help people find the best things to do and best places to stay in New York City. Oh, best things to do, best places to eat, and best places to stay. Cool. Next. This is real time. I'm not altering this. And the reason why this can work is because that was real time. Which New York City adventure is right for you? Are you ready to explore the hidden gems? What's your ultimate food experience? Which attraction should you discover next? Okay, test your knowledge of New York City best. Honestly, I think you could probably do 1, 4, 3, and 6. You could get like 4 quizzes out of this that are all different and unique. I'm going to go with adventure. I feel like that's the most broad. The type of quiz is going to be a personality quiz because it matches your personality. I'm going to go with 7 questions because this is a more, actually, I'm going to give it a 5. 5 is the general recommendation. Next, specific topics or audiences. Ask people about what they like to do, what type of travel they like, and how they like to adventure. Cool. That's done. I'm going to link this to my account, so I'll be able to just log in. I'm not going to leave this page. I'm going to show you in real time how fast this quiz generates. Once this quiz is done generating, all I need to do is add some images, and then I can also add my email integration if I want to use this quiz for list building, and then I can add it to my site. I'm going to go ahead and just show you one of Jesse's quizzes, Jesse on a Journey quiz, while we're waiting, so you can see what I'm talking about. So here's her travel personality quiz. You click this, it opens up in a light box here, and you take the quiz. This one has 10 questions. So I'll probably want this quiz that I'm making to look similar to this one. There we go. Here's the email. So great way to capture emails, but it's optional. Skip. Here we go. Slowing down, see all destinations. Great experience. There's some content on this page, so that's how that works. Our quiz is done. Like, ridiculous. View your quiz. Which NYC adventure is right for you? Already written in Jesse on a Journey's voice. Discover your ideal NYC escapade. What's your ideal way to start? Great, great, great. All good. Nature Navigator. Oh, that's cool. Central Park. You can kayak on the Hudson. I didn't know that. I've been to New York a bunch of times and I did not know that. Alrighty, start editing your quiz. I'm going to take you into the dashboard. I'm going to show you how easy it is to add some photos. New York City. I'm going to go with this one. This looks really nice. Has some yellows in it. You can change the colors really easily too. Button, whatever. Questions. I'm going to do some image answers here. So coffee seems to be the first one. So really easy to add images. I'm not going to do all of them. Central Park. There we go. I mean, this is a little bit of a cheat because New York City has so many cool places that are already built up, but let's see. Street art. I think this is a New York City photo. Someone can bash me in the comments if that's not New York City. Art gallery. Excellent. All right, so there we go. We got all the images for that one. Follow the same pattern for the rest of them. For the results, I'll probably do the same thing. Urban Explorer, so New York City again. And I'll pick something that's more about like the actual city. There we go. And then, of course, I can put a call to action here. If I want to collect emails with this, I just turn lead generation on, choose the fields that I want, customize the text here, save and continue, integrate with whatever you want. Automatically connects to your email list. Super easy to do there. So I'm going to go ahead and publish this so you can see kind of the updated version. And this is going to give me an embed code. So what you're going to do from here, embed this on a page or use the same technology that Jesse on a Journey is using, which you would handle to have it pop a light box, embed it on a page using JavaScript so that it automatically resizes. And then on that page, importantly, you want to put the H1 as the title of the quiz. You want to put the description of the quiz as text on the page. Then you embed the quiz. Then you basically exactly like this. I'm going to stop talking and just show you. Travel personality quiz, description, button, and then down below, more description and content so that this can get picked up by SEO. I recommend for this description and content below, you put some instructions on how to take the quiz. So tell people, answer honestly, be yourself, because the result that you get, you want it to reflect who you actually are. And then also put about this quiz. So why did you create it? What's it for? All that good stuff. So that's how you do that. And that's it. Repeat that process with all of your top content. If we go back over here to the dashboard and we go to the jesseonajourney.com, repeat the same process with all of your top content. We create a lot of quizzes. This is not AI content. It's reading the page that you put in and then turning that into a quiz. So you're not at risk of anything there. You have great traffic because there's zero competition for quiz terms in a lot of cases. And the traffic potential is 57K. Zero competition, 57K, ridiculous. There's nothing like it. Like I said, I showed you our graph. We struggled figuring out any sort of traction for SEO for 4 years. We're a quiz software, and we didn't even have the ability to do this until that AI came along that now makes those quizzes in 2 minutes. Whereas before, if you wanted to make a quiz, it would take a person several hours to think through all of it and how it would actually work. That's expensive, not sustainable, too much money for the ROI. But now you take this list, you turn it into quizzes, and all of a sudden you can see your traffic spike up as well. So definitely recommend doing this. There's an accompanying blog post that has more instructions and details on how to set up the pages and what the process actually looks like on the more semantic SEO side. And the link also to that AI quiz builder so that you can go and make a quiz. This AI quiz builder is free to use. You pay and start a subscription to launch your quizzes. It's a very reasonable cost for the ROI that you're getting out of this. So this, honestly, biggest thing that I've discovered in terms of SEO growth in 11 years now, and wanted to share it with you because if you are in a place where you have a pretty strong domain, I'd say domain authority 30 plus. If you're in a niche, if you're in a more broad market, 40 plus, take your top content, turn it into quizzes. One piece of content can turn into 3 or 4 quizzes as long as they're differentiated. So super massive way to grow your SEO traffic. Check it out. It's tryinteract.com/AI is the direct link to build a quiz. Take any URL, pop it in there, copy and paste, pop it in there. It'll make your quiz in 2 minutes.